Okay, so I'm just going to start talking about some books. I hope this gets better. Um, Technology, it's like my enemy today. I think it's my internet, actually. So I hope you can all pop on. I am going to go live and I'm going to talk super fast. So, another book or activity that I think would be great for a gift is our puzzle books. And this is one of our newest ones. This is the human body. It's 100 pieces and they look like this. And what I love about these books or these puzzles is that they come with a book as well. So you're not just getting a puzzle, you're going to get the book that corresponds. We have so many of these and all different numbers too. We have periodic table, solar system, human body, in the zoo, in the jungle, Cinderella, Noah's Ark, some very cool ones, even for the littlest ones. We have ones that are 12 piece. So now I want to share some baby books, and these are ones that my daughter is loving, and she is 2.5, as well as my nieces who are 1 and younger. So this is a new series. It's the Don't Tickle series, and we also have hippo, we have lion, we have bear, we have dinosaur, and one more I can't remember off the top of my head. So what we love about these, if you're familiar with our That's Not My, they're a good touchy-feely book, but then these are great too because they have sounds. And what kid doesn't love sounds? So you just push on the touchy part and there's a sensor in the back that will make the sound go. So if you have a kid that loves touchy-feely books, but also maybe sound books, this would be perfect for them. And then this is another one, Play Hide and Seek. We have many books in this series as well. So a fun big flap, not so small for those little hands. And at the last page, as you're finding, everybody, you get a big flap to open up all the way. So these are great. I love the illustrations, big and colorful, great cardstock. We were talking about nibbles, and this is one of my daughter's favorites. It's a great way to teach some numbers, and I just heard the ding of the next one, of course. So I'm just going to keep talking. You can always go back. So this is a fun way to teach numbers. We also have colors, and as you can see, Nibble is still chopping through this book. What I love most about it is that they have corresponding chop bites in the book, so it's a fun way to count as well as see the number 8 in written form as well as in number form. A fun book to teach the alphabet is Alfie and Bets. What I love about this is it's not just a nonfiction book teaching the alphabets. It's a fun story. So Alfie and Bets are on a hunt to find the best letter of the alphabet, and they can't quite decide. And it's a very cute, sweet story. It says, "Wait," called out Alfie. "I think Q, R, and S, the finest letters ever. You have to say yes. For Queen and for Rocket and strawberries too, I have found much better letters than you." And then it keeps going on and on. I love the pop-up. We also have one Dottie and Dash, 1, 2, 3, which would be a fun way to teach you the numbers again. We love our read books. This is Cinderella, and you just tap on the little sensor and it will read you the story. I think what I love most about this book is that it's not your typical Cinderella. I think Usborne does a fantastic job of showing diversity in their books, of talking about it, being able to open that discussion with their parents and us with them. I think these are great tools to use for all those hard questions we do get, whether it's just even homework, but also the emotions, the feelings, and those big things that are happening on the bus at school, or even just showing diversity. So another fun one for the little ones is Twinkle Twinkle Bedtime Book. We are loving this. And for reference, my daughter is 2.5. So we're reading this, and it's a fun way to also teach counting because there's a little hidden counting thing with all of the lights, and it lights up all in the back. We also have a Christmas one. So if you're interested in those are great gifts. Another fun alphabet book is the Finger Trail one. So you're going to take your finger and you're going to trace the letters These are great hands-on learning books and fun illustrations, bright colors. A great book to have while you're teaching those letters to our young ones. Another book, books that we are loving in this house right now is our phonic books. My son is 7 and just learned how to read. So we are loving these for his independent reading during school. He is able to pick these up and read them. There are some difficult words in here, but there's also easy ones too that he can easily sound out. We love these books for him to read to us as well. These are great because they're confidence builders, but also challenging, and they make sense. And these books are funny. The illustrations are great. You know, those beginner books when you're kind of like, what was that story that didn't even make sense? These make sense and they're fun. And then in the back, there is some information for the parents as well. We have lots and lots of great learning to read tools. So if you're interested in those, let me know. I can definitely send you some recommendations for those. Moving into our picture books, we are again all about the silly books. My son absolutely loves them. This is Frog is a wonderful book in a series. We also have This is Al and This Crab. And you just read and it's interactive, fun, silly story, but you're also learning too. So another book that we love, and it's a great teaching tool. This is All About Friends. We also have All About Families and All About Feelings. And it's a great way to start those discussions. So this one is, what do friends look like? How can I be a friend? What do friends do? Great way to kind of teach about fitting in and how people are different, but we can all still be friends. More silly books. This is the newest book in the series, The Prince, the Witch, the Thief, and the Bear. Fun book about a dad who is creating a bedtime story with his son. And this is the newest one. And what you're going to see the dad and Jamie again, but you're introduced to his little sister, Jamie, as well. And it's another, again, fun book about a made-up story that they make up all together. Great illustrations. Again, these illustrations literally bring the book to life. Fun, silly. My son loves these. Like, my husband makes up all the fun, silly voices, and they giggle and laugh right before bed, and it's the best thing to hear. Moving on to some nonfiction books. So this is for the little. So we're talking toddler, preschool age. I mean, even elementary school kids would probably enjoy this. This is What Are Germs? We also have See Inside Germs. And See Inside Germs is for the older kids, like elementary, not like teenagers, but this is for the littles. So as you can see, there's some questions and then there's some flaps with the answers in there. And this is all about what germs are, where we can pick them up, what to do with them, how they kind of make us sick, but it doesn't go into too much information, but just enough. We also have many more in this series. So this is Lift the Flap, very first question and answers. So when you see the very, you're going to think the toddlers and preschoolers. When you see first, you're going to think maybe the kindergartners, first grade, the younger elementary school. Another series that would be great for the toddlers is our Lift the Flap. There's a few that would be for the older kids, but these, this is my busy day. We also have opposites, counting colors, 1, 2, 3s, words. First math is a great one for the younger kids, the preschoolers. And these are fun little flaps to seek and find. It's a great way, at least this one, to teach about the schedule of the day. And as you can see, the illustrations are pretty awesome. And as I mentioned before, when the kids are feeling, touching, and interacting with the book, they'll retain the information that much more. So flaps are a great way to get some information or to teach the information to our kids. I mentioned before the What Are Feelings? This is a great book to teach all about feelings. Did you know that they think there is 27 feelings that a human can feel? I might feel them in one day, but a great way to kind of get conversations started, to be able to talk about how to maybe handle those emotions once we feel them. Then the Look Inside series is great for the younger elementary. Again, lots of flaps. Lots of information, but not overwhelming either at the same time. So bite-sized chunks of text. So you're seeing big illustrations and a little bit of text, but they're still learning. It's not like, oh, now I have to go to a textbook and read a whole page about it. They'll probably learn more from these books than a textbook. We have more in this series. That was Look Inside Science. We have See Inside Space, Food, How Things Work. Really, you're going to find something for any age or interest in that series, as well as the See Inside series. And the See Inside would be for the older elementary. We also have these books, the Lift and Flap. We have Telling Time, Times Tables, Fractions, Decimals, Multiplication, Division, and again, lots of illustrations, lots of fun facts, but with your flaps as well. So this is for telling time, and we are using that a lot. Then when you get older, we also have the periodic table. We have See Inside Molecules and Atoms. Again, you will never see an entire page full of text. It will always have a fun illustration no matter what. I want to highlight just a few more. I think that'd be great for the older, is the Chemistry of Cola. This is a new series. It's like Science in the Kitchen. We also have the Math of a Milkshake, the Biology of a Banana, and oh my goodness, why am I blanking? And it's the newest one. Oh, Physics of Popcorn. So these are fun little experiments they could do, fun facts about this topic. Great book. I kind of want to over the holiday look through this to see how I can incorporate this with my son who is in first grade. But again, this is old for the older crowd. We also have these fun ones. This is weather. We also have Look Inside Our World, and they pull the flap, and just fun interaction. As you can see on each page, there's one. And again, great illustrations, great facts, but not too overwhelming at the same time. Before I pop off, and I'm going to try to see if I can push things back so we can maybe see a few other things before the party ends, if that's okay, but I don't know if that's possible, is the true stories of, this is True Stories of Heroes. We also have True Stories of Ghosts and Survival. And I think these would be great for those reluctant readers or those kids that like the fiction aspect, but maybe they can't sit and look at a flat book or an atlas or all of those things. This would be great for them. Again, it's older, there's no pictures, but it could also be a fun read aloud book as well. A new series we got is The Extraordinary Life of, and this is from Amelia Earhart and Anne Frank. We also have Stephen Hawking. No, I think I got that wrong. Steve Jobs. We also have Neil Armstrong. And what I love about these, it's not a story of them. It's fun facts about them, about their life, about what happened to them. And each book has their own different color. So great for book reports, great for those kids that can't do a chapter book. And then I wanted to highlight Billy Monsters. This is my son's favorite. This is geared for the younger, the 6-year-old. It's set up like a comic book, but still in chapter book form. So it's a fun illustration. So it's that in between, that kid that still likes picture books, but maybe is ready to try to start chapter books. That'd be a good series. Another one that I'm loving right now is Vlad, the Worst Vampire. This is a brand new series. And this would be geared for like the 7-8-year-olds, the more confident, independent readers, but not quite diving into, the bigger or the smaller text chapter books. So these are just a few of our family's favorites. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you so much for being gracious and allowing me to still go live and being patient with my technical difficulties. If I can't go back and we can't do this all together, all posts will unlock and you'll be able to move about the party. Again, my apologies and thank you so much for your patience.